Hey guys, it's Mark from Mark and Michelle. I wanted to shoot a quick video for you. Just showing you how I am going about trying to find more targeted leads on Twitter. This is my main Twitter account. It's my starts at 50. Mark and Michelle Eves, that's us. I got about 8,900 followers and following 8,000 people. That number you see is when I started, it was about 2,000, and that was like 3 months ago. So here's what I've been doing. I've been using a website called Tweepi, Tweepi, and what I'm doing daily is I'm looking at the people that are not following me back. It gives me the option to unfollow them, right? Because what's the point if they're not following you? They're not going to hear what you have to offer or what you have to say. And here's what I'm doing. I just sorted this list by last time they tweeted, because if it's they're regular people active, I kind of like to have them on my list. But the ones that are 3 days or more, I'll explain that in a minute, I start unfollowing those people. And you just keep going to the next page. So I've just got 3 days. Last time they tweeted, I start unfollowing them because they've had at least 3 days to follow me back. And if they haven't, nothing personal. But, we're all in a business. We're all trying to get our word out there. And if people aren't following you, they're not listening to you. That's how I see it. So I just keep doing this. I usually unfollow about 300 people every day. People say that's way too many, but I've never had a problem with it. As long as you're consistent and you don't overdo it. So you can keep track for you. So I think I just did 11. There'll be 2 more, it'll be 13. But anyway, after I get about 300 or so down, unfollowed, I go back to follow tweets at users followers. And what do? I try to find a website that my targeted audience would be following. So like I target people that used to be in corporate America, or that are in corporate America, that need something better, that want to get out of the daily, I wouldn't say the grind, we'll call it whatever you want, get out of the daily jail that they're in. So I was trying to think about the magazines I used to read when I was, at corporate America, or people that, I used to follow, or, when I was on Twitter. And for example, Forbes magazine is one. So come down here, you see Forbes. You'll kind of, they have 4.85 million followers. So what you want to do is you want to take this, which is their name, their Twitter tag, and you want to put it here, and you want to start following. Okay, come down here and you reverse this. So instead of the oldest or the least active, you want the most active. And I don't really look at the names or anything, because eventually they'll weed themselves out. And anybody under 2 days, I'm going to start following. And I do that. I follow about the same amount as I unfollow each day. And what that does, even though you're following as many as you're unfollowing, you end up actually with more followers than you are following, because those people you are following you back. So instead of being up 300 and down 300, you're actually, unfollowing 300, or following 300, unfollowing 300, but of the 300 you're following, that number that's been unfollowed is going to go back up. Let's say, even if 50 of them follow you, you've now, followed 300 and unfollowed 250. So you actually plus 50, if that made sense. It did in my head. We'll go down, and then I go through until I get, like I said, I unfollow and follow the same amount of people every day, or companies or whoever. And, eventually, like I said, 3 months ago, my account was maybe less than 1,000 followers and following, and I've been able to get those numbers up significantly, and they're all targeted. They're all people that are following what I would have followed if I was where I was, corporate America, Forbes, even if Business Week, even Sports Illustrated, because a lot of people in corporate America like to get lost in sports, so anyway, you just need to go through and think about it. What would the person that you want to target, what would they follow? And then you start following those active people, and most of them do follow you back, at least half. I've noticed as my followers get higher, more people follow me back. So that was just a real quick video on how I get targeted people. The other thing I wanted to go over real quick is using Buffer. And what I do with Buffer is I schedule tweets throughout the day. I also add to these tweets as I go along, but these are just content, about internet marketing or about, whatever you want. Got some phrases in there, quotes, inspirational. So I schedule those throughout the day just to keep my name on the roll. Then I also go back and support my my blog posts and get those out there too. That's what marketing is about. It is about getting you and your brand in front of people. That's just one way of doing it. That's how I do it. Would love to get comments and what suggestions you guys have, how you do it, what other tools are. I know there's a lot more other than Tweepi, but Tweepi seems to be the one that works best for me right now. I use some other ones too, which will be for other videos, but that's it. That's how I go after targeted audience in Twitter. So I will talk to you soon.